people would probably think, why in the world would you list something like this that's like $4.99 free shipping? All right, I won't make you stick around to the end or anything to find out who won the 500 subscriber giveaway. I tried to get Jen to come in and pick the winner, or, you know, generate the winner herself and maybe introduce herself. She wasn't having any of that, so maybe she'll meet you guys some other time. But for now, thank you everyone who entered. Thank you everyone who subscribes. So let's see who won. First off, pull up the video of the super handsome gentleman on the screen, copy the URL, switch it over to this random YouTube picker, comment picker. Let's see, we are going to filter duplicate users, and then we will get YouTube comments. Of course, if it picks me, because I will be in the comments, I will get excluded, and I'll just do it again. Okay, 23 unique comments, and let's go ahead. It is, I always get confused at this part. Pretty sure it's this big start button. Let's go for it. And the winner is Ron Lowry. Congratulations, Ron Lowry. Probably the luckiest viewer we have. This is the second time Ron has won. So congrats, Ron. You are the winner. And because Ron has won previously, but also mostly because Ron is the one who created these, Ron and his wife created these stickers and magnet for me, I'm also going to just do a second one real quick and send out 2 stickers and a magnet to whoever wins this next one real quick. So let's do it again. All right, Morris DeBose. I'm saying DeBose. Dubois. I might be French. I don't know, Morris, but just because I'm guessing Ron doesn't want me to send back a gift he gave me right back to him, I'm going to send out 2 stickers and a magnet to you as well. So reach out to me through the comments. I can get you my email, or you can join the Facebook group in the links and just private message me, and I'll get that sent out to you. And also, congratulations to Ron. Shop through the store, or else the other option was you could get one of these magnetized tape measures that I use on a daily basis, or also box resizer that I use on almost a daily basis. Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mitt Flips, where I am a full-time eBay reseller, and every 100 subscribers, there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure you're subscribed so you have a chance to win. I have 7 orders going out today for about 125 bucks, all very easy shippers comparatively. So let's get to pulling. First thing going out on B1, Department 56 Original Snow Village right here. If you saw when I picked these up, I wanted to buy all of them, but they were overpriced for resale, not to buy. And even the ones I got, once I started doing the work and looking into them, even those ones weren't really worth it. You got to be very careful. It's a lot of meticulous opening them up and making sure there's no little cracks anywhere, and the lights and all that. But I made a profit, and my goal was to get some more Christmas items in the store so I could generate some more sales with some more Christmas related items. So that has worked. But these 2 villages I bought, this Snow Village, Main Street Hardware, and what was the other one? I don't recall, but it was bigger. They're okay. It's okay, because I paid 20 bucks for it. I got $29.99 plus shipping. So after fees, I'm making $7 maybe, something like that. $6, $7. So as you can see, not really worth it. But sales were such in the tubes that I really was trying to figure out anything to get it going. When in reality, all I had to do was do a bunch of sell similar, because it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my listings. It was eBay's algorithm all screwed up, which seems to be working. I've heard other people say that now they're doing it a lot, like consistently, like every Friday or a couple times a week if they have the free available listings. Don't pay for them. But I don't know if I'm going to go that far yet. I don't know if I have the volume of listings to need to do it that often. All right, next up on C5, vintage Tupperware, Tupper Toy Build-O-Fun Master Build Set. Cool toy. I had never seen these before, but kind of like an erector set type of thing, but in the plastics world. Box was in terrible condition, but $8.99 plus shipping. And then next up, this is a sale through the global shipping program, which I said 2 videos ago. Simple click ad sales. I have 2 of them today. So I'm not willing to go through the extra steps to do my own shipping international. I don't have the time in the day to gain those kind of sales. If you do, it is worth it, but I'm not that guy. But the global shipping program, that's all on the customer, all on eBay. They pay crazy fees, crazy shipping fees. I don't have to care about it. It doesn't matter to me. And also something I forgot to mention the last time is many, many, many times I've had someone message me about an item in a foreign language. And instead of just going, well, I don't speak that language, if you have a smartphone or if you're on your PC, you can just copy and paste and go to Google Translate, or I use an Apple and there's just an Apple Translate on it. Select all, copy, paste, translates it for you. I'll even go as far as I'll write my response in English and put it in there, and then I'll copy and paste that and then put a duplicate in whatever the translation is. So if their English is iffy, they'll have both options to make sure we're communicating properly. Very easy to do. So on A5, vintage NFL, what do they call it? Big box PC game, new in package. I paid $5 for this. I had it $49.99. It includes the 1993 team rosters. Very cool. I couldn't find any comps on it. I turned down an offer before that was fair, and I probably should have taken it. But that's one of the oldest things in my store. Over 2 years. $20 plus shipping. Next up, the other one that was in the global shipping program. It's a lot of 4 Just Dance for the Wii, numbers 1 through 4. And I moved them. They're already up here because I moved my CDs over here because I needed more room for VHS, and I'm going to eliminate stuff down here as well so that I can get some more books up there. It's just, I did some when I was just messing around the computer watching some YouTube, and I just had a piece of printer paper next to me, and I could just take photos and list books while I was doing nothingness. So that's going to be something I do a little more going forward. But Just Dance, all 4 of the first ones, I don't know how many they made. $30 free shipping, and that will go first class, but barely. It's like 12 ounces probably, 10 ounces, somewhere in there. 11 ounces plus a 4 ounce for the box and the packing. So very close, but I think I can get that first class. Next up, another very old item on B4. It is 2 3-pound dumbbells, the hex end ones. And I was listing, or I was going to attempt to list a bunch of weights when everybody was, home from work and lockdowns and what have you, because people couldn't go to their gym and they're trying to work out at home. So for a while, it was a hot commodity, but that's how eBay works. Anything that's a hot commodity inevitably becomes oversaturated and is no longer that. So I've actually had those for a while. $16.50 free shipping. I took an offer just because they've been here forever. And the reason I had free shipping is because they fit in a flat rate envelope. So I knew how much it was going to cost me. And what I do with stuff like this that is kind of dangerous to other people's mail, because you don't have to care, but I try to care at least a little. I'll wrap this in either bubble wrap or cardboard, just to give the other packages some protection, because of course you can't hurt that, it's metal. And then I had a bunch of plates that I was planning on. I was gonna steel wool them, brush them down, and then hit them with like some black Rust-Oleum and sell them as refurbished and blah, blah, blah. But now I just have a stack of rusty weights, half there and half it's actually sitting on my front porch. Been there for a long time. Definitely not a project I'm ever gonna finish. Next up, I told you guys, it's crazy. Sing, which one is it? It's, Can You Sing That Song, Barney. Right here, $32 free shipping. I had it listed for $39.99 because mine was the only one. They sent me an offer like $24. I counted with 32. I had that listed for less than an hour. And I don't care because I paid maybe a quarter, maybe for that, and 32 bucks. I don't know what the deal is with the Barney videos. I don't care. I just now know that they have a value and I will be looking for them hard. These two, you know, not as much, but still $10, $8.99 for a VHS. That is great money in my book because you get them for almost nothing. And in some cases you get them for nothing. And this is not even the most expensive one. There are some which I think are, I'm not doing a ton of Barney research, but I think Barney existed before it was on TV. So I think there is a like 7, 8, 9, 10-ish series of Barney episodes that weren't ever on television. I think that's what it is. But those ones, crazy money. Can't even believe it. And then last thing, another old item. B1, it's a vintage Pyrex baking pan B1. Oh, where are you at? Oh, right back here. It's under a lid, so it looks like a lid. But it's just the clear glass one. Nothing fancy. Had it listed forever. Not really worth the effort or the buy, because I probably paid, I probably paid $2 for it, and I got $3 plus shipping. So it didn't make any money. It's been listed forever. And today's tip of the day relates to this Barney VHS. And because, I don't know what that noise was, and because people would probably think, why in the world would you list something like this that's like $4.99 free shipping? For one, media mail, so shipping costs does not change no matter where you ship it in the US. So you know exactly how much the shipping is going to cost you. Then you can nail down how much your packing materials are. You can just do the math. How much is your piece of bubble wrap if you use bubble wrap? How much is your box or your envelope? And what I've figured out, because what I was doing is spending too much money on packing material for them, I was putting them in a regular box with some packing material. So it didn't affect the shipping cost, but it affected the packing cost by a lot. So what I've narrowed down my process, because that matters a lot. These are the reason I can sell cheap CDs, because it takes me 1 second to flop it in there, put a couple pieces of tape on it, and I'm good to go. That's only packing material I need. Games. I can sell cheaper games because I throw them in a poly bubble mailer, good to go. Because games they got a little bit of flex to the plastic, so they're very durable in shipping. Now VHS, like I said, I was putting them in a box. I was doing too much. This one, I will do that. I'm going to put a piece of bubble wrap on it, and I'm going to put it in one of those boxes because, for one, it's $32, not $4.99. For two, it's going to Hawaii. So I kind of want to give it, because it's going to have to go on a plane. It's going to get dumped from a bin to a bin. I don't know what they do. I don't know even what island. So I don't know if maybe it's got to take up another plane to another island or a boat or whatever. Its journey seems to be a little long. So I'm going to take some extra precaution with that one. But how I can afford to sell cheap ones is what I do. Is I take one piece of medium bubble. I take my video, I put it in the middle like so, and then I fold it over each way like this, and I use one piece of tape. Now you go, what does it matter? It's just tape. Tape is cheap. I say that all the time. I used to say it a lot more. I thought it was my catchphrase. But all these things add up when you're talking about cheap items. Again, this is not a cheaper one, so it doesn't really matter how much money I spend on the packing, but just for an example, I would do this, and then I would take, to further save money, a craft paper bubble mailer, because at this point, this has some type of moisture protection. This does do some amount of moisture protection, but not really, but the bubble wrap inside does add some. So the craft one, which is the cheaper than your vinyl mailer, does save you some money. And then what I would do, just shove that in there, fold it over, and good to go. I've had a 100% success rate on this, shipping them like this, and you could, instead of using this even, you could just go with just a regular poly mailer instead of the craft bubble mailer. But the craft ones and the poly mailers, they're relatively close in price, and I always err on the side of too much instead of too little. And now at this point, I've done this exact process enough times that I trust that this works, that this is going to get the package there safely. I also do this, I started doing this exact same process for my books, where before I was resizing a record mailer for books because I thought that was the best way, but then I was ending up having to still wrap them in some type of protection, such as a poly bag, so it was too many extra steps. So same process with a book. I put one medium bubble this way into a poly bag, into a bubble mailer, and good to go. Now books, people are gonna say that's overkill, because, and yes, on some books, that's true. If I was shipping like this, if I'm shipping a instruction manual, a college course book of some kind, I'm putting that in a poly bag and I'm shipping it. And that's the end of that. If you buy a book from Amazon, it doesn't matter. It could be an antique, it could be a $3,000 book, it's coming in a poly bag. But that's the thing. I'm not Amazon. I'm not someone who's pumping out thousands and thousands of items a day. So when you lose out on 1% of those, it does not matter at all. You just refund the money and what do you care? You're making billions of dollars. For me, I am your local hometown store. So I put in the extra effort, hopefully return buyers, hopefully happy customers, good reviews. Those things are important to me. Whether or not they're important to the customer, I don't actually know. I do get, good feedback, but, sometimes people just good. They just say that. But that's important to me, that my packages get there safely and that the customer's happy. I take pride in that. Well, I got to wrap this up because someone, my old lady, has a birthday coming up. So I got to take the kids on their two half a days in a row for Teachers Conference. Love that. Take them to Walmart, get some birthday gifts. Got a bit of a surprise coming over that I've been trying to work around. It's very difficult when you got kids that can't keep secrets, and it's just, surprises are not easy. So that's gonna be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other.